Hi and welcome back to winemastery.co.uk. My name is John Lightfoot and this is
John Murphy.
And we're here to tell you about wine, hopefully help find you the wine that you will absolutely love. And on this occasion, we are tasting, now I'm going to try and pronounce this, it's Hacienda Don, no.
No, Hacienda.
Hacienda, yes, that sounds much better.
Hacienda Don
Hernana.
No,
It's got a little funny thing over that you can see on the label that's sort of just coming between us.
What was that? That's like magic. I'm not sure if Hernana is correct. However, I'm sure you've almost got that perfect, John. So
yeah,
I'm good with that. I'm good with that.
I'm sure. So, shall we open the bottle?
Let's do that.
And now, shall we pour the wine?
We'll do that as well.
Right. So now, should we have a look at the colour?
Do it, John. Let's do it.
So if you're doing this at home and you want to sort of follow along, if you've got a piece of white paper, you could just sort of put the glass to one side, put the paper underneath, and then just as John's doing there, and you can actually see into colour. So you can see how deep it is at the thick part, and as it thins out, where there's John's famous, infamous ring is on the edge there.
The purple rim, I do like it.
Yeah, this one hasn't got a purple rim.
It hasn't, no, not on this one. No. But holding the paper there, it's easier. If you put it to the light, you can mask quite a lot of things. But putting this bit of paper there, you can get so much more from it. But yeah, you're right, John. There's no purple rim there, so I'm a little bit disappointed so far.
Because you've missed that already.
I do.
Oh,
but there's plenty more to enjoy about wine. So I've had a look at the colour. Now let's have a go.
And the other thing, I guess, is that Riojas, I always think of them being sort of a little bit more intense than that, i.e. that the light doesn't come through so easily. It's not quite so translucent as that. I would normally expect from my limited experience.
This is a fairly young one, though, isn't it? We're 2019 on this one.
Yeah.
So let's just give it.
Okay.
Let's have a go. See what happens with it. Well, let's have a nose on it first.
Okay. That's quite nice.
It
quite
is,
pleasant.
Yeah. Soft. For me, it has a little bit of a Pinot Noir flavour in there. It's got a little bit of that. A little bit of earthiness in there. Not quite so much on the leather, which I really enjoy in my Riojas. I like that a little bit. This doesn't seem to. Maybe a hint, but not enough. I know it's a young Rioja, but I still feel that should be there.
There are lots of different smells of leather, aren't they? So I'm just wondering whether you will actually know what you mean by leather, because there's like.
Well, yeah, you're right. There are different. I'm going to put this up. There are also different leathers which almost come across as almost sort of rubbery smell as well. It's putting those two together, which is with. For me, the leather is. How to describe that leather?
Leather and rubber. You're taking me somewhere else.
I'm not taking you there for weeks. No, I understand how that sounds. I do understand. But no, so what some people smell, what I smell as a leather, some people would come through as rubber. And I understand exactly where they're coming from. It's just your own personal thing, how your take on it is.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, John, just tasted that without even thinking. Sorry. But let's have a proper taste. We usually announce before we're going to do that.
We do normally, yeah, but. Actually, at that point, I did get a spot of leather on the taste.
Which kind of leather was yours?
Well, I would say it's a bit like a light tan leather that you might get in a sort of old leather seat of a Jaguar.
Yeah, it's the whole thing. Like when you sit down or it'd be a nice leather sofa and you sit down, and when you're seated, you get a smell of the leather.
Yeah,
that kind of smell.
As the wind it emits.
Not that kind of leather, John. No. That's not the smell we're looking for.
The cushion.
Yeah, it does, and you get that little. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Yeah, that for me. But I can understand how some people would say, especially in red wines, how it is a bit rubbery.
I think it's very lovely.
Lovely. This isn't Panto, John.
Okay, sorry.
I like it. Right, so the flavour, although I've already tasted it. Okay, slight on the nose. I think I was expecting a little bit more than what we've got there.
Yeah.
A bit thin.
Yeah.
A bit tannic. That's really sitting not so helpfully on my. Because usually Rioja, I really like the Riojas because it has very little in the way of tannins. It tends to be usually fairly soft. This is a bit tannic and it hasn't got the length to pull that off.
No. it rather overpowers the taste. So you get the first bit I really enjoyed as I put it in my mouth.
I'm with you though. Go on,
but then after that, it's sort of after the initial sort of deposit in the mouth, it sort of just then died. It sort of tannins cut in.
Yeah, and the tannins then stopped anything else coming from that. And it's not helping itself. Sometimes when you have a little taste of wine, you can think, oh yeah, that's okay. That's the one we taste. But what's going to come next is going to develop. That's just not developing. That's staying on that level.
Yeah.
How much was this, John?
How much? $8.99. No, $9.99.
You paid $9.99. Were you okay?
Well, no, it's just because I know you like Rioja, so I didn't want to disappoint you. So I thought I'd just push the boat out.
John, you're just too kind to me, are you?
What can I say? What can I say?
For $9.99 as a Rioja, I would expect more.
Yeah, yeah. It's not a bad wine. No, I'm not saying it's a bad wine. It's just I think that we, to our, and again, it's personal palate. Other people might think this really hits the spot. But I think that we've tasted at $9.99, the sort of £10 in reality price mark. We've tasted better wine.
I like that, £10 in reality.
Yeah, in reality. Well, it is, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
As the retailer's £10. So. Yeah, we've tasted better for that price, so it is a little bit disappointed for that. Okay, but having said that, if I was given this at a friend's house, I'd be totally okay with it. It wouldn't be a wine that I would be going, oh, what's this? Where do you get this from? What's it called? Let's kind of look at the label.
Yeah.
It would just be, well, actually, I'd just carry on talking probably.
I'd call it a house wine.
Yeah.
It doesn't want to stand out, doesn't need to stand out, and it's not going to stand out. But again, that's just for me.
Okay, so let's go to the pairing.
You're going to need something to take all those tannins away, so you're going to need something, I would say, something like a Comte for the French. I'm doing it injustice by saying it's a cheddar style, it's its own style. So the Comte has almost a sweetness, a nuttiness, and a richness, but it has a texture of a cheddar. But what that will do is take all the tannins off of that, and I reckon might just give this a second chance. But yeah.
So the Comte, is that French cheese?
Comte is a French cheese.
Okay. It sounds sort of German for some reason to
Comte.
me. Anyway, but it's a French cheese.
Definitely a French cheese.
Okay, and that's the one with like the black skin around it, is it?
No, Comte is like a natural rind.
Is it?
Are you thinking Kaltbach?
Probably.
All these cheeses.
All these cheeses.
All these wines.
So, I'm going to go now to move to food. And what immediately came to my mind with this is a spaghetti bolognese some people like a very tomatoey spaghetti bolognese. Don't think this would match that. But if it's a very meaty spaghetti bolognese with not too much tomato, maybe, doesn't matter how much garlic, I think this would go with that. What do you think?
When you say the meatiness, like you said, the tomato edgy, it'd still be okay. It would still be okay. But it needs the meatiness. It needs that protein. It needs the protein to take down the tannins. Yeah, that's it. So
yeah.
I think you'd be completely correct with that.
Okay.
So yeah.
And now on to the score.
Score.
Yeah.
Would you like me to go first?
Yes, I would.
I'm going to take this down to a 73.
Okay, I was going 75, but I was wondering whether that was a little bit generous, but it's in the same ballpark.
It is, yes. It's not far off. So yeah, in terms of being Rioja, it has a little bit of a smell of Rioja, a little bit of flavour of Rioja, too much tannins in there. And all round for £10 for it, I think 73 is a deserved.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's one of those wines where I think we've just indicated that it's not a wine if you had a friend round you'd want to talk about the wine and the taste. It's just a wine that you'd have while you're eating or just chatting and not really.
Yeah, nobody's gonna, like you say, what's this wine? Can I take a picture of the label? Where'd you get it from? How much was it? That'd just be a non-entity, if you know what I mean. It'd be there.
It's there. It's nice, nothing wrong, and it's not £10 is expensive, but it's not, you know, it's not ridiculous. We have recently tasted some Riojas where we've spent a lot more on that, and they haven't been much better than this.
No. So this video was with, you know, to find that nice Rioja.
Yeah, and we're really suffering actually.
We are, yeah. And I feel a bit bad because I have said Rioja's my favourite. Let's go for it. However, we'll find it. We will find it.
We will. Okay. Well, until the next one, when we may hopefully be finding it. We'll see you there.
Chin chin.
Chin chin.